Hey guys, what's up? Forgive me. I don't know what is going on with my video here. Anyway. What's going on? I seen BA was in here. What are you up to, man? We're doing it. What's going on, Mello? Man, it's going. I've been working too much right now, to be honest with you. That's why I didn't get a video out this week. Just put in a lot of time at work and, you know, crap like that. So, kills me. I'm finally going fishing tomorrow, though. How's fishing down your way? Are you struggling? It's that time of year when fishing, some days it's great, other days it just sucks ass, to be honest. To be brutally honest, forgive my language, but that's the God's honest truth. What's going on, Chance? But, guys, I'm just here to hang out with you all, talk to you all a little bit. Hadn't really got to do one of these. What's up, V1 Hype? The bite does suck right now. You know, Extreme Fisherman asked me what's some cold water baits to use. Texas is flooded. From Jay. Bass Nazi Boogity Boogie. What up, man? What's up, JP? Yeah, I couldn't go fishing. You know, 13 to 30 mile per hour. Yeah, shoo, that's always fun. What's up, Rich? So, cold water baits, I mean, you know, it depends. You know, right now in my area, we're really, even though we're really early fall, we're starting to move into mid to late fall. The water, you know, it just went out, and I know BA can attest to this. It just went out like a light. It was upper 80s, mid 80s, and it went to 60s and, you know, 40s, and even the you know, here in just the next few days it's going to be lower. Yeah, I'd say in Bama it's you're still early fall. The shad feed should really start to be on down there, you know, right toward the end. Well, anyway, let me answer the first question. What's up, LT, Mike G? But you know, really, you know, as soon as that first real cold front comes in, those bass tend to do, you know, a couple things. Yeah, the water temps are 70. You know, they were you know, even in the mountains over here, you know, in Tennessee, you know, the water temps are really plummeting. And again, BA, I'm sure, can attest to this. It's probably in the 80s, high 70s. What's going on, William? Yeah, it's cooling off in Raleigh. But I know it's not going to be out of... It might hit... what's up, NC? It might hit the... it might hit 60 here tomorrow. And it's liable to be in the lower... 50s here over this next weekend. But I am going fishing tomorrow. I'm going to one of my favorite smallmouth lakes, top secret Lake S. I'm hoping to start seeing some top water, get some maybe a jerkbait bite going. But as far as baits this time of year, man, you know, for me, that's what I'm going to start looking at. It's going to be those, you know, it's going to be a swim bait, but I'm going to be parallel. I'm going to pick up an A-rig a little bit around a lot of stuff. I'm going to pick up jerk baits. I'm going to pick up spinner baits, you know, around some wind-blown stuff. You know, guys, I know everybody says this time of year focus on the shad, but one of the things that I can say as far as that goes, don't forget that the bass will come up shallow, especially around the wood, the laydown, standing timber. They're going to feed on those gills too, because that's a bigger meal. So don't forget about those baits that are going to mimic that, like swim jigs, You know, one of my favorite things to throw, and a lot of people I don't think throw this, and bass don't see this a lot, but I love to throw a bluegill color spinnerbait. And I throw it a little different than a lot of people, but a lot of that has to do with the type of lakes I fish. You know, I'll throw a ounce spinnerbait in about a foot of water, but you got to remember, you know, we live in very steep banks, so I'll slowly contour that bank. Now, you know, if I was you guys, I'd throw a half ounce, you know, parallel that bank a little more in dirtier water. Uh, Chartreuse in white and gray, sexy shad colors, and that's a good thing in spinnerbaits right now too. But like I say, you know, something you got to remember is a lot of people are thinking this time of year. They're thinking, "Hey, I'm gonna throw that shad color. I'm gonna throw that shad color," and you know, there's still bluegills, there's still panfish up there shallow or up there roaming around. So you can pick up a bluegill bait, and a lot of times you'll pick up a big bite on that. You know, uh, what's going on, Irwin? Look critically low. Yeah, you guys out there, there's a lot of places getting a lot of rain right now. Let's see, Jay. Oh, I want to read that. Oh, crap. I don't know what I just did there. Central Arkansas, the division here, Central Arkansas starts in November. A lot of cold water fishing, mainly the Greers Ferry and Dardanelle Lake area. Yeah, now I'm telling you guys, and you guys that have been around now for a year, yeah, the square bill with the bluegill, bass Nazi, that's a great one. Uh, and you know, hope everybody is safe out in Texas with all the flooding. And on a Terminator bluegill, spinner baits, trigger reaction bites. Yep. But you know, right now, you know, I'm going out tomorrow. I hadn't been on this lake since the spring. You will have seen this lake the last time that I went out, and we were catching those smallmouth out bedding. So from there, you know, I haven't been back to that lake since. I love to fish that lake pretty much when it's cold. So, you know, early spring to the spawn. And then I like to come back to it now, because right about now, you can get out there in a couple of creeks. I mean, those smallmouth will get out in the middle of the creeks. And I mean, they'll be over, you know, 100, 200 foot of water, and it's unbelievable. It looks like the water's boiling with shad and bass, you know, smallmouth out there chasing. And a lot of times what I like to do is, yeah, I like to run spinner baits, but I'll tell you what, something that I got them to hit last year more than anything was the little spinner bait trick, the little underspin trick. So throwing out a bigger swim bait, the 5-inch with an underspin, but I take that underspin blade off and I put a treble hook on it. That way when they come up there with a feather on it, still gives them a target. They come up there and they hit it. I don't care which way they hit it, boom, they've been got. You know, they've been got. So that, and something else that's really cool is you can take a fluke. And one of the things I like to do is take a fluke. I don't belly weight it, but I put a really big, heavy swivel about 2 feet up the line. I'll throw that out there, and that swivel will get me a little bit of drop to it. And if the swivel's not heavy enough, if they're still coming up and missing it, I'll tell you, you can actually put either a small bullet sinker and double peg it on each side. That's a real quick way to do it. But you can also clip on, you know, a couple of, oh my God, I just went brain dead. But just a couple of little split shot weights. There we go. And you throw it out there and you just reel it back, kill it, reel it back and kill it. That way that fluke is, you know, sputtering on top. And man, they'll come up and crush that. And, you know, that's something I actually wanted to do another fall, you know, some of my favorite baits during the fall, but that right there, man, it'll flat put them down. What's going on, Anthony? One of my longtime buds right there. Going out to a TVA lake. Yeah, I'll be on a TVA lake tomorrow. Had a few of them hit buzzbait creatures. Those frogs, believe it or not, even out there in open water, not the frogs, the toads, kicking, throwing them out there too, is a good thing. What's going on, Seagraves? ASAP Fishing 1, what's going on? Thank you. I'm going to need the luck. What's up, Dad, for Bass TV? Guys, y'all make sure you go check out. Like I always say, go follow each other's channel, support each other. You guys give me a ton of support. So, I'm always, Wacky Rig Fluke. That's a good one right there, too. You could really do it the same way, Bass Nazi. Yeah, chatterbaits. Chatterbaits, though, I don't have the lake that I'm going to. It's really steep banks. There's not a lot of grass. So, what's up, Cherokee? Yeah, sorry, man. I got called into work on Friday. I got to cover for a guy, but that's a long story. I don't want to get into it. It's cool. I'm glad. I don't mind doing it at all. Help the guy out. But, Cherokee was going to take me to a lake that I've never been to, and I'm kind of afraid to go to by myself. It's actually a local lake, and I always tell you guys there's not a lot of grass in the lakes that near where I live, but there's a lot of grass in this one, so you get to go frog. But it's kind of a dangerous lake to navigate if you don't know it real well. Double fluke rig, yeah, you know that. I'm going to have one of those tied on tomorrow. I can promise you that. North Florida, but it's kind of a dangerous lake to navigate, so I don't really want to go by myself. So Cherokee knows it real well. He fishes a lot, Cherokee Lakes. Y'all make sure y'all go follow that. The FLW tour is coming to Cherokee Lake. Y'all know the Bass Elites. That's what made the Demiki rig famous. But again, I stress to you all, the Demiki rig was actually coined and did it on or really began on South Holston Lake. So yeah, maybe next week. I've got a weird schedule, Cherokee. I haven't really told you, but I work like this swing shift schedule, so it's kind of really weird. So I'm off in the middle of the week. I don't know if you work or if you're only off on weekends or how it works out for you, man. But we'll have to get together and talk about that. Hey, we got 52 people in here. Thank you, guys. Thank every single one of you for coming out. 53 people in here. That's awesome. Please go like it up. Hey, I really appreciate all of you guys that have sported the BassGeek stickers for me. I can't say how much I appreciate that. That's a huge deal to me, helping me grow this channel. I don't do this full time. I only put out a video a week. It's just, I do it as best I can because I do work a full-time job. I've got a family, the whole 9 yards. So I don't get to just go fishing anytime I want. Top 5 frogs. I'm not really brand specific. And like I say, I fish a lot of open water. So a lot of times when I'm throwing a frog, I'm going to count the tickle frog in there. I've really got into throwing that. And in the clear water, I really like that sort of green pumpkin belly. I've got a lot of reactions to that. Gosh, I can't remember. Tactical Bassin throws it a lot. Gosh almighty, I can't remember who it's by. But it's probably one of my favorite frogs because I fish lakes that don't have a lot of grass. One of the big things that when I'm throwing a frog, I want to be able to walk it. So I'm going to fish it a lot in open water or that sort of stuff. But Tactical Bassin turned it on too. It's got a keel. It's got a real good keel. It's not good in the mats because it'll, kind of flop over. Yeah, if you guys have got stickers, please don't send me the pictures. Post them on your, post pictures of where you guys put them on. Post them on your social media and just hashtag and tag me in them. That way I can, it kind of helps me get my name out there. The more hashtag Bass Geeks are out there, the better. And, you know, I hope if you're watching my channel, I hope you all are bass geeks like me. I think you are. I like the hollow body frog, but it seems to miss more than land them. They hit it. Yeah, especially in open water, you know. It does. You know, you got to bend those hooks out just a little bit. In open water, you know, you ain't got to worry about being as much. And then you know, in the grass, you know, which again, I'm not an expert at the grass stuff, but I know you got to sit and wait. So you got to really give it a little more time. You know, I'll be trim them legs back, yeah. The Curve 55 versus the Wiggle Wart. Now, well, here's my question to you. Are we talking original Wiggle Wart? So, pre or post Rapala or Rapala, whatever you want to call them. What are the best baits now until winter? You know what? I'll let Cherokee answer that if he wants to give away some of his secrets. You know, I used to fish Cherokee a whole lot, and I know it's bad of me, but I haven't been fishing it a lot. Cherokee and South Holston are really my two favorite lakes. You know, right now, if I'm going down to Cherokee, I'll tell you, I'm going to pick up a few different things. One of them is going to be a swim bait. It's going to be at least a ½ ounce head, maybe. And I'm going to throw it up real shallow because one of the things, and what I like to do right about this time down on Cherokee, is I like to actually go find those shallow flats and that first drop off those shallow flats. If you ever get up there this time of year, and another good thing you can throw, of course, the other thing is going to be a lipless crankbait, so a rattle trap, you know, whatever you like. One of the things I really like about doing that, if you ever get down on Cherokee about this time of year and you're up in that shallow water around those flat areas, what ends up happening is you'll notice there'll be some really big gizzard shad, really super shallow. And so one of the things that that I like to do is get up there and throw that swim bait a lot like I'm going to throw a spinner bait. So a lot of times I'm going to rig it up with a belly weight. Even if I throw a head on it, you know, in the more open water, you know, if I'm not throwing it around brush and weeds, or if I'm going to throw a lipless, I'll back right off to that first real drop off. I'll throw that lipless, and a lot of times I'm going to really, really burn it to get bit. Yeah, spinner baits I've heard a couple guys talk about down on Douglas. Talk about the chatterbait down on Douglas this time. So they're definitely moving up on Douglas. What's going on, Richard? I know you're down there. Everybody make sure you follow along with Bass Munitions. He's down getting ready to fish the regional this weekend. One of the BFL regionals down there. Post Rapala, man, I'm gonna go post. It's hard to beat a post Rapala. Well, okay, sorry, post Rapala. You know, I still like a Wiggle Wart, but I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough call. I still throw Wiggle Warts a lot, but that's maybe situational. Probably going to go the other direction, the 55. So, but that's a tough question. Several spots on Spook, yeah. You know, topwater should be coming around. You know, the smallmouth, at least on, you know, Top Secret Lake S, as I call it, and most of you know what that is. Fishing dirty water in the morning. Long run. Stay warm, man. I'd say it's probably a lot warmer down there than it is up here. But where do you get the stickers, guys? I've got some more ordered. They'll be in pretty soon. We're real close to 15,000 subscribers. Hey, you guys, oh man, it's hard to go wrong with a rock crawler. Those things are great. Michael. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, on South or on Cherokee, that's what I like to throw down there this time. Anthony, be good, man. Anthony, you need to holler at me when I get them stickers in. What's up, Donnie? I don't know, man. When do you want to go to Lake K? You know, just holler at me. Make sure you stay in touch with me. I'd like to get over there. That's another little lake that's got some surprising stuff. Kevin Van Dam in the room. Yeah, okay. I say that sarcastically. I do like the lose that you got going on there. We'll start asking you questions, Kevin. Anyway, the stickers. So I do have some more ordered. I will give them. Guys, make sure you go out and share, or at least try and, you know, get me to this 1,500. Me, Bass Munitions, we got something in the works. We're not gonna do a big giveaway. I told you guys I was gonna save my big giveaway that if I ever got to 20K, we'd do that. But I am gonna do a nice little 15,000 subscriber giveaway, and I am gonna give away. How many of you guys have seen? I did a little post where I posted my new shirts. So I've got some shirts going. Forgive that bright light. I know that looks like craziness going on right there. But give me a second here. I'm going to show y'all a little something. For the ones of y'all that haven't seen it, all you have to do to get to the shirts and is basically go to... I'll just say I'm in the Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia border. I am right on the border. The best way I can tell you kind of what I'm close to is if you know the Tri-Cities, or if you know or have ever heard of, and forgive me, I'm looking this up while I'm talking to you right here. If you've ever heard of Bristol, Tennessee. I'm probably, you know, a stone's throw away from Bristol Motor Speedway. Now, bear with me here, guys. I am going to try and turn this around. All right, guys. So, check out the new shirts. Look at that. Look at that stud. Y'all didn't know I cleaned up that damn good, did you? Anyway, yeah, I don't know when the new moon is, and I'm afraid I've missed it, but a crawl right now, right around the new moon, man, that is a good bite, because actually the bigger crawls come out and start molting, and normally around here, it happens in late, what's going on, Tate? It happens in late September, but depending on when the new moon happens, it'll pull up and happen in October too. But yeah, so guys, ask me any question you want. Like I said, I will actually shoot I'll put a link, and the easiest way, if you guys want a shirt, and man, there's hoodies, there's shirts, there's all kinds of different designs. Just do a Google search for BassGeek, all one word, shop. It'll take you right to it. And anything that I make from that. So here's something, and you guys tell me what you think about this. So, you know, I only do a video a week, and I may start doing a couple others. I'm gonna take the money that I make from the shirts, and some of the money that I make, you know, just out of the little bit of money I get, and I'm gonna start buying gear, and I'm gonna start doing product reviews. So we're gonna talk about, we'll do an unboxing one day of the stuff that I buy, you know, so maybe twice a month we'll add 2 more videos a month. And one of the things that I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to start stocking up on things. So I'll start showing, you know, I'll start sharing everything with you guys as far as like, you know, what I'm buying, why I'm buying it. Because I've had a few people like, hey man, we miss your unboxings. We like how you kind of tell us why you bought all this stuff and how you're going to use it. So I'm going to do that. And then once I get a few things stocked up and revamped, I'm going to get you guys to allow me or to tell me what you want me to review. So if it's a specific rod or a specific reel, we'll actually take the money from the shirts and that sort of stuff, and we'll go buy them. Are the Helix 9s worth it? What version of the Helix 9 are you talking about? Oh, excuse me. Full moon October 24th, new moon November 7th. So yeah, that new moon, on the full moon, the smaller craws generally will come out to eat. But on that new moon, November, you still might get some late, depending on the water temperature, some late molters. But that's when the big crawdads come out. So probably the last moon was the best time to do it, new moon. What's up, Team Jesus Outdoors? Cleaned up is a relative term. Yeah, I agree with that. What are you going to throw different in the fall for the crankbait if everyone is throwing deeper diving and shallower square bills? You know, especially the water that I'm fishing, I won't fish a square bill a whole lot. Generally, what you're going to see me throwing when it comes to that, when it comes to crankbaits, because I'm fishing clear water, I'm going to fish those medium divers, those DT10s, those DT14s in shad patterns, those, you know, 5XD still a little bit, but those, you know, Series 4, Series 3s, you know, right in there, those 3XDs, that sort of stuff. If I'm going to throw a crankbait, I will tell you this, on the lake that I'm going to tomorrow, I will not be throwing a crankbait. I'll be throwing, I might throw a crankbait a little bit. I might be lying to you there. But I'll probably be throwing more Alabama rigs and jerk baits and top waters and that sort of stuff. What's up, Brian? Now, wait a minute, Brian. You got $50 to put a ring together for a day out bass fishing. What do you buy? Oh, a rig together. $50 for a day out bass fishing. That's pretty simple. I don't give a blank. I don't give a crap what water when it is. If I got $50, I'm going to get me at least a half-ounce underspin with a 3.3 inch bass munitions. Depends on the watercolor I'm going, so an underspin. I'm going to get me a half-ounce ledge head with a 5, depends on the watercolor. Again, bass munitions. Oh my God, Patriot minnow. I keep calling it a Patriot shad. I'm sorry, Richard. But a Patriot minnow, depends on the watercolor, depends on which one. I'm going to have me a jig. I'll pick up 2 jigs, okay? You know, a black and a brown. And pretty much the trailers are going to be the same. Black and a brown trailer. Might throw me something in there, pumpkin, but 3 packs. I don't even care what the packs are. We can look at Richards. We can go cheaper, you know, for something that's, you know, whatever. A trailer, something that's got action, something that don't. You know, right now, and I'm going to find me a topwater. Hey, we can go to Bass Pro Shops. We can find a walking bait that's going to be as cheap and work just as well as any of the top dollar ones. You know, I prefer some sort of spook, a one knocker, and, you know, well, good, because I'm awful with names, but you know that already. And that's probably where I'm going to start at. I mean, it's hard to beat a jig because you can fish it, you can swim it, you can hop it, you can drag it, and it's hard to beat a swim bait because you can fish multiple levels of the water. So, JP, man, be good. It's good to have you out. Hey, guys, make sure you go and follow each other. Make sure you subscribe to each other. Make this a community where we're sharing knowledge. That's one of the things that I really want to do. But, all right, shoot me some more questions here. I know I probably missed a few. Cherokee, yeah, beer. I need some beer. Thanks, Jeremy, for the compliment. For especially the recarpeting. I know I missed some stuff. I wished I'd have showed some more stuff. Caught 5 on a 3XD Sunday. Biggest was 3-pounder. That's a good place to go, or a good place to start. I do a lot of ledge fishing. Even in the small lake that you see, I very much fish that like a Tennessee River Lake. I do a lot of ledge fishing. If you go back and look at my videos throughout the year, I do a lot of ledge fishing. That's kind of my deal. I love graphs and ledge fishing. Now, something that you're going to see me do a lot this year, you're going to see me, and you see me do a lot last year. The water temps down here right now are probably, on the Tennessee side, they are around 70. On the Virginia side, where I'm at, yeah, ledge fishing is awesome. They are already below 70, and we're talking in mid 60s, mid to upper 60s. So yeah, I love ledge fishing. Now, something that I'm getting ready to do is what I love to do next, and I swear, man, I want to catch a 20-pound bag of bass doing this year. I tried last year. I got close. 76 on Cherokee. That is crazy. It's still that warm down there, or that warm down there. So that's insane. But I want to catch a 20-pound bag on a Demiki rig, and it is vertical fishing. It is I call it a finesse drop shot because the weight is not detached. So, and you can really fish that for suspended bass also. Depends on what part of the jig video, Dawson, you want me to do. I've actually got my most viewed video is a Jigs 101. It gets a lot of good response to it. So yeah, Bass Munitions. Go out there and check it. I've got a whole playlist on how to get started with a jig for a beginner, and I love a jig, guys. Those my two go-to baits are going to be a jig, and if I had to throw another one in there, I swear it'd be a jerk bait. I'll pick up a jerk bait when most people are like, "What are you doing? You're insane." Yeah, I'd say it's easily still in the 80s down on Norman right now. I saw a jig twice. Oh, okay. Sorry, Erwin. But I'm actually going to be looking for the Demiki rig fish tomorrow. So that's one of the things I'm going to go looking for. I'm going to go fishing a little shallow, looking for some topwater stuff. The A rig, if you guys haven't seen my fall topwater, or not the A rig, I'm sorry, the long A, I'm going to may throw a little bit of it too. But which is a killer topwater bait, guys. The long A is a horrible, horrible jerkbait. I'm just going to tell you, Bomber will never sponsor me after this. But it is a horrible jerkbait. Anybody that's ever tried to use one will tell you that. But it is a great topwater bait. How often do I do my updates? I'll tell you what, I did my updates on my helixes just the other day, and normally I do not do them for about 6 to 8 months after those updates come out, and I am telling you, I am pissed. It has, as good as I felt my units were, this update has effed my units up. They still work, not the way they were working before, not as well as they were working, and yes, I have caught hummingbirds, so if I can tell you anything, the update that come out the 20th, do not run that update. I do not run that update. because there's no way to revert back to it. Bass Mayhem, I love 10-inch worms. I'm not going to throw them right now. That is a summer deal out on the ledges and in brush piles, but generally I'm not doing it right now. Okay, Duck Donald. I'm not going to say that, and hopefully that's not just some gross ass thing that you're putting on there. Anyway. You know, I don't use the meeps anymore, Brian. Something that, you know, maybe I should pick up. What's up, Sean? What about the arbor knot, Sean? Not sure if I understand that. All right, so Cherokee Lake, Tennessee says, tip for anyone fishing Cherokee, the fish are moving back into the coves right now, catching them about halfway back. That's about right. Look for the schools of bait fish on the surface. There you go. Dawson, why can't you catch a single bass? What have you been throwing? What kind of water you been fishing? The A-bomb, yep. I like the A-rig and the long A. All right, what's your best advice for a first-time BFL co? Okay, my best advice for a first-time BFL co, keep it simple. Try your best to get out on that body of water and practice. Find you someone to practice with. The next thing, make sure if you can back a truck or a boat, tell the guy. You know, tell them right up front that you're comfortable or not comfortable. You're going to step into somebody else's very expensive rig. Don't take chances with it. I generally make them go ahead, get it turned around, and get it started down the ramp to where all I have to do is push them off in it. Because, I'll be honest with you, that's the one thing that makes me, what's up, Rod, the sickest. Loading and unloading in the morning. I get so nervous about that because I don't want to hold people up and I don't want to do anything. Once we're out on the water, I'm at ease. I'm just going fishing. The other thing is, be ready to, you know, make it simple. Just go fishing. Be nice. Be courteous. Be there to help your angler. Don't be overly competitive as a co-angler, guys. Listen, all you can do is what you can do, and what we can do as co-anglers is very limited. So don't beat yourself up and don't beat your boater up. Fish what you can fish. Do what you can do. Because a lot of it, it's out of your hands as a co-angler. I mean, it really is. You're on the fish, you're not on the fish. You've got places to throw. Yeah, you know, pack light, you know, 4 to 5 rods, 6 rods tops, and, you know, make sure that they're really general use rods. One of the other things I can say, go back and look and really pay attention to what I talk about when I talk about using braid backing in both those videos. The bait caster video and the spinning rod video, because if you listen, I talk about being diverse. Make sure you bring some spools of line with you so you can cut those leaders off and change it out, but you're not wasting a lot of money on line doing that. Just go fishing, man. Just go fishing. Don't sweat it. You know, make sure you got money to tip the boater, even though I partially think that's kind of horse shit. You know, and we can get into a whole nother argument about that, but, you know, in the BFLs, but, you know, it is what it is. So, but just go fishing at first, watch and learn. Use it as an educational experience. Everybody has to go to college. They do cast better with braid backing. Everybody has to go, you know, everybody has to go to school. You got to learn things. You got to pay things even when you go to, you know, public school. So use it as an education. Learn. And And a lot of times, you know, don't run out at the end. You know, talk to people, sit around, listen to conversations that are going on around you, because a lot of times you can get a wide open air, you know, sort of view of what was actually working that way. Tips for tournaments in general, you know, tips for tournaments in general. Here's my biggest tip, period, and this even goes back to, it drives me crazy when people talk about confidence in baits. A bait is a tool. Homework, yeah, homework, I agree. But confidence is kind of the wrong word, I feel like. When we talk about confidence in baits, what I think, it's knowing when the bait is at its best. And that's why you see me throw a lot of swim baits. Why? Because it's diverse. I can fish it all through the water column. I can fish it shallow, dragging it on the bottom fast. I can fish it down deep, running it slow. You know, what bass is not going to eat something that looks like a fish right in front of their face? So if they're there, a lot of times you're going to at least get a bait. You know, a chatterbait, for example. Somebody asked about that. You know, a chatterbait is best around grass. It's best around cover. It's more of a shallow, even though there's some, and I've been playing with some out on the ledges, some deeper chatterbaits. But you know, a chatterbait generally is a shallow water. It's better for cover. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you know, fish the situation, think about the situation, and get out there and at least get you a day or two of practice, because without practice, guys, I'm telling you, it's just gambling when you don't know how to play the game. So you're just throwing money away. Get out there, practice, put as much time on the water, be prepared for things. Don't cut people off. Be courteous to everybody. Fish tell you so much. That's right, Joey. What's going on, brother? You know, yeah, 4:30 comes early. Yeah, I got to go fishing too. So I'm only going to be on here. Well, I'll be on here about another 20 minutes. I figured I'd do an hour. But, you know, I know that's sort of a general, you know, I don't know, but work the time of year and the conditions. Pick you an area. Like if you watched the first and the second Dale Hollow videos that me and my buddy Tim did this year, you'll notice that in both of those I say we picked an area that kind of has a lot of the same thing. And then we moved based on watercolor, because we knew the upper lake was going to be dirty. We moved to, you know, middle lake, and that's what's up, Keith? And that's, you know, so day two we fished a little different watercolor, but we fished the same sort of areas. So know your seasonal bass movements. That's not hard to learn. There's all kinds of literature out there on the interwebs, and know how your baits work. That's the big thing. You know, I said it in, I think it was the jerkbait video. You know, the thing that drives me nuts about, you know, a lot of YouTubers and pro anglers, they go, just take that bait out there and go throw it until you get confidence in it. No. If you go out there and you throw that bait at the wrong time, when that bait is not at its prime of catching something, you're going to become very distraught. You're going to become irritated with that bait. You're going to lose confidence in it. So, what's going on, Greenwood? Kept going back and forth. Oh, God. Are there still people on jet skis? God almighty, I was hoping that was over by now. Yeah, he spoiled you. Good. Hit him with a hook. Hit him right upside the head with an 1.5 ounce weight. All right, Sean, man, good luck. Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I'm only going to be here a few more minutes, so you guys go ahead and throw me any sort of questions you want. But, you know, just be prepared. That's the biggest thing. And don't allow a tough day to spin you out. You know, have fun. Tim taught me that very quickly. When you stop having fun, when you're out on the water, you're going to stop catching fish. So just remember, guys, it's just fishing. It's just fishing. I've never went spear gun fishing. That would be cool. Killing it with a Patriot. Small and slow. Need to try that on a Tennessee River Bling. During the winter, what's the best bait to throw? Well, me personally, I'm going to Mickey rigging. That might not work on all lakes. There's another little technique called tight lining. That's an awesome little technique. My go-to bait, you know, guys, I'm always trying different stuff out. You know, right now I've been messing with the Bass Pro Shops. I forget what it's called, but I like it. It's real smooth. But I've kind of had, you know, I don't know if it's just getting line twist real bad on it or not, but I don't know. I may try something a little different. I mean, Power Pro, but I don't like it on a spinning rod. It's just, you know, it's just too, I don't know, it's just too stiff and too rough. Second to the Mickey rig. And you know, hey, Cherokee, I'll make you a deal. I'll bring you up to Top Secret Lake S if you take me down there. I'll take you to Mickey rigging on it if you'll take me down there, because I haven't done any Mickey rig fishing down on Cherokee. So that's sort of my one big deal. Hey, but listen, everybody, do me a favor. Like I said, you know, generally I don't ask you for things, but I'm putting all this right back into the channel. So again, make sure you go out, check out. I got some awesome hoodies. I'll have some more designs out there. I've got some awesome t-shirts, you know, 15 bucks. And even got the moisture wicking stuff. But go to BassGeek, all one word, shop, and check out the new BassGeek shirts. Make sure you go check them out. Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to put this, all this money's going to go right back into this channel. You know, we're going to do some gear reviews. We're going to start letting you pick the gear reviews. We're going to really get into doing that next year. We're going to do some unboxings. We're going to talk about some baits. You guys know, man, I'm going to tell you what I think, whether I like it or whether I don't. You know, I don't have any sponsors. So, you know, if I like it, I like it. And if I don't, I'll tell you it sucks. That's just how it's going to be. So, people can like it or they can make a better damn product. That's how I feel about it. What about you all? Hey, Kevin, I'll check out a Dobbins for you. That's definitely something I want to check out. It's one of those. But now you got to remind me of this once all that gets started, because you think I'll remember that until here and now. It's going to be a while. The URL, literally, and I will put it in the description, or not the description, but a comment of this video. Hit, here, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Right there. So, and again, guys, I don't make a lot of money off this because Spreadshirt handles all of it. But you can see some of the shirts. And let me see here. I'll try and scroll down for you some. There's some of the hoodies. They've got two different types of hoodies. Even got shirts for the ladies. I don't see the other one on there. I like that a lot. I'm going to order me one of those. Anyway, there's the higher end hoodies. But there's some of the prices on those. You got the higher end stuff. And then, like I said, that's a 20. They got a $15 one on here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. But, alright, sorry about that. Wait a minute, let me see something. I have not tried the Head Primal Vibe yet. Have you, Bass Mayhem? Have you? That'll be a great one to try and do a review on. Let's see, have you tried the Mickey rig for spotted bass? No, but I would say it would kill on the spotted bass. Especially during the winter time, man, I'd say you could go out and just slam some fish onto Mickey. And I've got a ton of videos from it from last year, even what to look for. Yes, I do have us super fat guy shirts because, again, I am also a super fat guy. Team Jesus Outdoors. So, you know, as if you know, you can't tell, Team Jesus, you can't tell. You know, I don't really, I generally just throw it on a standard. Let's see, my go-to is a 7 megabass. You know, I have not tried the megabasses yet. Aaron Martin shaky head rod. You know, I don't know now. Cherokee, tell me what size you throw because I'll tell you I am dropping a 3/8 or a half ounce. I don't want to wait for it to get down there. Uh, Generally, when I'm throwing a drop head, I am throwing, and that is the Demiki. I'm wanting it to get down there fast, and then I'm gonna stop it, and then I'm gonna let it set with as little movement as I can see it. A whopper plopper is good right now, Dawson. I like a whopper plopper in the wind, a walking bait when it's a little more still calm. Uh, but yeah, 3/8. On a little windier day or deeper, I like a half ounce. But you know, generally I'll throw. You know, I'll just use any sort of rod. I don't like a super soft tip, but I like a little softer tip. But a medium fast action about any rod is good with me. I like a shorter rod though. I will say 7 foot because I want it close to the trolling motor, but not close enough. And I wished I could tell you I'd never got it caught in the trolling motor doing it, but that would be an absolute bald-faced lie because I have thought I just had a huge one on the Demiki rig and all the trolling motors just, you know, so it's fun for the minute that it lasts, and then you got to pull it up and hope you don't lose a finger. What color whopper plopper with anything for me, when it comes to whopper ploppers or anything else in clear water, I'm going to go with a translucent, either a white belly, a black, if the sun is lower. I do love the Havoc pit bosses. Yeah, I do love them. What's going on, King Bassin? Plopper or buzzbait, different times, different places. For me, a plopper I'm going to throw when it's windy, a buzzbait I'm going to throw when it's not. Not all white, like I said, about 5 colors. I'm going to go with something that's white, black, translucent, or possibly, powder or bone. There's a little difference in those 2 colors in the plopper. And maybe something that's a little silvery or something like that. But generally, that's going to be about what I'm going to go with. Yep, on a blacker bone. That's you pick up those 2 and you can't go wrong. It's hard to find those translucents, but they're out there, guys. I've not tried the 75 yet. That Bass Mayhem is another good idea. Chrome on a sunny day, yeah, chrome on a sunny day. Sometimes, that white on a little bit of overcast day works out. Have I tried a slow death hook with a... I have not tried a slow death hook with a Zoom trick worm. I have not. Might be something else. Maybe you should do a video on that. Show us all. They are out. You can actually go out. The BassGeek shirts, again, guys, I'm sorry, but I am going to show this again. Caleb was asking. They're out. So you can go to, if you just do a Google search on the URL, if you just search BassGeek, one word, BassGeek space shop, it'll take you right out to it. And like I said, there's, you can see I've even got some kitties out there. So, you can put a BassGeek shirt on your babies. Let's see, I've been watching my channel for a while, and I just found out I live about 15 minutes from you. All right, let's not tell everybody where I live at, okay? Not that I don't trust all of you guys, but, you never know, all right? About 15 minutes from you, keep it up. Well, I appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate that a ton. And I will do my absolute best. Guys, I tell everybody I want to make better videos, get better at making videos. My first but always above all on the videos is to become a better angler. You know, I like to make the videos entertaining. I like to show you the lakes and how beautiful it is to be out. I like to share that experience with you. It's why I do the B-rolls, is because, guys, fishing is not just about going fishing. It's about breathing in the opportunity you have to be out on the water and to share the beauty of nature and God's creation. It is an amazing place that we get to experience first thing in the morning or last thing before sunset. And, you know, it's a special thing when you're standing out there. And, you know, you just got to take it in, man. I mean, God, I'm about to tear up on that. But, you know, you just take it in because, you know, life is short, man. I don't know. I'm going to tell y'all how old I am, and it's old as dirt, and I fart dust and all that crap. But, you know, man, I'll be 45 in April, man. And, you know, it just feels like yesterday I was, you know, 30 or 25, and you know, life's short, guys, and so take it all in while you can take it in, because you never know what's going to happen and what changes in life's going to come about. But let's see now. Anyway, back to the less serious stuff: bass fishing, throwing fish in coves and throwing swim baits and spinner baits and can't get them. Okay, Dawson, tell me what kind you've been fishing coves from a boat or on the bank. Let me ask you that. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping I'm going to go tomorrow and topwater's going to be on fire. Yeah, be good, Ricky, man. Thanks for stopping in. Try 53. I might have missed that, Cherokee. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm literally going to be on here for less than 4 more minutes. Boat. Right now, and I don't know, tell me what part of the country you're in. Let's say I'm right on the Tennessee border, Tennessee-Virginia border. Are you north or south from me? Boat. I got you, Dawson. I got you, boat. What's going on, Jeremiah? But right now, I wouldn't be in the backs of those coves. Find those major creeks and be about halfway back. Pay attention to your channel swings. Now, even if you don't have a depth finder, you can tell a lot of times by how steep the bank is. As the bank gets steeper, your channel's going to come over, and then, you know, start in those areas. Virginia side, South Holston. Go watch, to help you out. Sorry, Bass and Coffee. Go watch some of my, Dawson, go watch some of my Demiki, my spring. That'll help you out with some areas. You'll recognize those areas when you watch those videos. Ledge heads. Which to use on sunny and cloudy day or without underspins. You know, the thing about an underspin is I like an underspin when the bass are a little more active. I like an underspin when the bass are up off the bottom or they're chasing shad. Rod. So, Rod, I'm going to tell you right now, I hope you, if those socks are older than me, I damn sure hope you've washed them, because that's going, whew, I don't even know. 5 days of 40-degree weather. 2 days of 60 plus temps. What baits would you suggest? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. 2 days of 60 plus. What's the water temps right now? They're going to pull up and they're going to spread out. I mean, Police Climber 1985, you have got, the big thing for you is that they're going to pull up, they're going to go back. And so you got to cover water. They're going to pull up, they're going to spread out. to me, jerk baits, chatterbaits, crankbaits, spinner baits, that sort of stuff, swim baits, that's what you're gonna start using. Yeah, jig's always good, and I'm gonna look for a lot of times jigs out on points, something that's got a little bit of a rock transition, that sort of stuff. But right now, I mean, pick you up a couple different jerk baits. That's where I'd start right now. What's going on, Jared K? Hey, hey. You setting me up to say I'm Fat Albert on that one? No, I'm sorry. See you, Ricky, man. Be good. Bass Munition trailers are great. I have used some dirty jigs. I like dirty jigs a lot, actually. You do, amen. You gotta. It does pass real fast. No, hey, like I said, I know. You know, I like food. I like sweets. Yeah, it's just how it is. All right, guys, listen, I've been on here for an hour. This is my favorite way to do a live stream. I love friggin' getting to sit here and just straight up talk to you guys. This is the best way to do it. Thank you, Caleb. Yeah, please like the video. Go out, remember, get those shirts. Caught 3 4-pounders on Bass Munitions. Keith, when you taking me fishing, bro? Sorry, Jared, man. Yeah, I'll give you a quick ring. Thank you, Keith, man. You rock. All you guys rocks. For all you guys that have, YouTube channels, make sure you go out, make sure you subscribe to each other, support each other, make sure you keep the community strong, help each other. Don't be mean to each other. We're all anglers. We're all out there to have fun. Like I said, it's only fishing, guys. Don't get too tore up about it. We all suck at times, and we're all kings of the world at times. That's the great thing about this sport. It's great and it's horrible. It makes you feel like a god, and it makes you feel like the garbage man at times. So, or the garbage that the man's taking out. I know that's how I felt, honestly, for the past few times I've got to go fishing. Love each and every one of you. You guys rock. Bass and Coffee, man. Love you guys. We need to get together and do the whole YouTube set around, talk about that stuff. I really would appreciate it. Man, I'm no pro. I tell people this all the time, Keith. I just enjoy fishing, and I've been doing it for a long time. So I'll tell you what I know, and it may change 2 weeks from now, and I might come back and say, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry I told you that. I'm an idiot." Because generally I can be an idiot. Guys, anyway. Like I said, love each and every one of you. You guys rock. Make sure you go check out those shirts. I will put them in the description or in the link in the comment section of this. Thank you. Like it, always questions, comments, blah blah blah. Anyway, you guys rock. Peace out. Good luck, man. Thank you, Team Jesus.